Oh, no one yet, but hopefully people come in. I am here tonight. Unmute myself and mumble as well. I am here tonight with my dad, Jason, and we're gonna play Final Fantasy XIV Online. Oh, I was hoping for a response. So, let me just get everything set up, and we'll get going. We are still losing frames here and there like usual. We're supposed to have a guy call tomorrow and hopefully start getting this sorted out finally. But for now, we just gotta put up with it. Gonna take a sec, because I haven't set it up yet. Which, silly me, I probably should have. That's in. Doing the thing that it was doing that I assumed was because you were a third viewer on the same IP address. But it's doing it even though you're only the second viewer on the same IP address and showing only one viewer. Does it? Okay, it is on mine again too, so never mind. Twitch doesn't like anyone. Twitch is hateful. Like, not for real. They haven't done anything particularly hateful like YouTube. But their shit still doesn't work on the hardware end a lot of the time. It gets very frustrating. Alright, let's turn on game capture. Of course, our shit isn't working on the hardware end either a lot of the time. So, you know. Capture specific window, FF14. And there. There. Now we're ready to go. So this is the story. This is the story of... Wow, that mic is not picking me up at the volume it should. Just a second. How about that? Okay, that's a bit better. This is the story of Little Dragon and Big Tiger, two friends who are... Well, you'll see. Let's get started. Now, if we start dropping massive numbers of frames, I may call it early. Right now, we're only occasionally we're occasionally losing packets, but never enough to actually kill frames. We lost about 30 frames earlier over the course of a few seconds, so not a big deal yet. We'll see if it stays that way. Last night, we lost several thousand several times, so it has been bad. Tsu had to call her stream about half an hour early because of it. Yeah, we're losing packets, but no frames right now. You know, could be worse.
Here.
Feel. Trying to set the mood. Which, in the case of, you know, a Realm Reborn's campaign, a whole lot of shininess with very little actual content. That's mean. Just I can say that after having played through it already.
Hear, feel, think.
Now it's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, excuse me. Reading all the quest dialogue out loud. Interesting that it dresses me as a summoner. Why not a scholar? Probably because summoners... No, they don't look anything alike once they get to this level. Now, they only really look alike very briefly. And you can wear DPS gear to a certain extent on the Scholar, Cell gear to a certain extent on the...
Oi, you alright, lass? You was moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling of the ship got your stomach turning, has it?
How I always imagined him to sound.
Don't seem like seasickness. Now what I look at you, it'll be the ether then, I reckon. Some's more sensitive to this stuff than others, see? And we ain't too far from Vilbran now, which is chock full of etherites. No need to fret though, you'll soon get used to it.
I like starting in the forest because you meet peoples right away.
Ugh, might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Keeps leaping about like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Imzalominsa's still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how about you keep me company till we get there?
Okay.
Them young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? Any road, Brennan's the name, and peddling's me trade.
That doesn't rhyme at all. I just lost about 50 more frames there. So it's up and down.
Ah, smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lass, judging by your unused garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers, am I warm?
I really like the slang in this game too.
I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, now that's what I call living.
And it changes depending on the area you're in too.
Long as you can avoid dying, I mean, ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it at what first attracted you to it?
Gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune, or ... Well, I think ... is the best answer for this character.
Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might as well be old Brennan's a chatterbox, but he sure as hells ain't no busybody. We all got a secret of 3, don't we? Me? Dozens. I'd rather they stayed secret too. Why I don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact.
That's my best ooh-ah.
Tips off the starboard bow, pirate colours!
I just realized that I don't have the chat box attached to this window yet. Crap. Just a second while I fix that. We'll lose audio from the game for a second. As we switch over to someone else's frame to copy the URL. Now I'll switch to mine. Oh, excuse me. Add. Oh, we don't need the obsproject.com website thing. Okay. Now if anyone chats at us, it'll show up on the video. As I was saying,
Pirates? Bloody hell. Have you no sense? Get below.
you'll note that my cursor is enormous. That's because I always lose track of it in the background if I don't make it gigantic.
What's the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying lamenting colours. Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains.
That's a good quote.
You can rest easy, friends. We made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once her wind's in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. Them pirates gave up the chase. We must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we?
Game's a few years old now, and it still looks gorgeous. A lot of it's thanks to the art style, I think.
By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa?
No.
Not. Oh, but I'll wager there have been some changes since your last visit. Allow a journeyed itinerant to apprise you of the current state of affairs. Limsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago, the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state should almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Course most folk ain't too quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahuagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, if you didn't know. Ah, long last Lando.
Lando.
The old Limsa Laminsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limlane, goddess of navigation.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't know how to pronounce in this game, and a lot of stuff that's pronounced nonsensically when the voice actors say it. Like, they'll pronounce it in the most American way you can imagine.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Rotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And welcome to Limsa Lominsa.
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for saving me ass earlier. Hey, never did tell me your name, did you? Well, there's an idea. I'm the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
Some of the facial animation is really
Through
amateurish.
peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave
Did I?
soul on her
Okay,
life's
I did
voyage,
unmute.
till sea swallows all.
I was worried I'd done that dialogue to no one for a sec. Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And now I assume you're nearby the starting point? I shouldn't be instanced in IMSA. Maybe it is an instance at the very first? I don't recall it being. Okay. May have to do the first few minutes separate. Hey, you there? I guess this is my voice now. Hi, I'm ain't new. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum what washes up in it. Huh, an adventure fresh off the boat, is it? Well then, hey there, B. Allow one of Limsa Laminta's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I ain't got all day. How you doing? Welcome to Limsa Laminsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands and rough-cut diamond in the Rotano Sea. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. It used to be. In the first version of the game, it absolutely was. You're on your phone because your internet completely cut out and hasn't come back on. Oh, that sucks. Ours is just being sketchy. Don't worry, she can hear you on stream too, so you can talk to her that way. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. Oh man, I love tutorials. No, I don't need lodestone open. I don't need this on my bar. I don't need teleport on my bar either. Leave it for now, because there's nothing. Yeah, not that big a deal though. Non-player characters, offering quests, etc. So yeah, I guess. Oh, here's someone named Aldskiff. Oh, I guess that's, yeah, that is an NPC just with a crazy name. Okay. So yeah, we're instance to start. Recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Limsa Lominsa, you must first register yourself with the adventurers. Maybe this instance was added recently, 'cause I remember it's being filled with people. Hey, Xenon. I got back from modding and IRL stream. Why is Twitch? I asked that too. B, we were only like 20 minutes into the stream when you showed up.
Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're liable to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guilds.
You playing this alongside me?
It's not far, just head straight down this street and speak with XIV.
I'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fella by the name of Badarin. Badrin. He's the proprietor of the wench. Might kiss like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself, and he'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along, and may the navigator guide you on your journey. Which is a gnarly beat. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to complete your task. Alright, I am slowly remembering the controls. It's gonna be tough for me. Here's Natanmo and Nadalika. The crow's lift will carry you up and down the tower as fast as the crows fly. You need only speak with Grethler and tell him where you wish to go. Know that orcs have it's the Limsa Lominsan accent. It comes off in text as being very Cockney.
Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. If you've a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there.
There's the Smith. Sure, I'll wind up setting up my controls differently as I gain. Like these bars, there needs to be more of them. Complete a quest by right-clicking on an NPC with a check mark, yada yada yada. There you are. I'm a lizard. And there goes frame. We just dropped completely for a second. That's very annoying. Thanks, Cox. Hopefully you guys can still hear us.
Greetings to you, lass.
What'll it be? Ah, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try your hand adventuring, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa.
And losing more frames. Okay, hopefully that doesn't keep up. That's real bad.
Name's Badarin, and this most hospitable of hostelries is the Drowning Wench. Is also the home of the Venturers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we've got a desk specially for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regular. Venturers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Not that they need it in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbecks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Galilean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course. But if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Oi, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see a people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame 'em after everything what's happened? Gosia took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things what got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-down bastard of a dragon. Took our bleeding memories too. No one's been able to explain it in a way as makes sense as makes an ounce of sense.
Ugh, okay, I just swallowed a fly. Ugh, gross. Not in real life. Oh, God. That's the first time I've ever actually had a bug fly into my mouth.
None of the folks what saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. Oh, foggy. Like recollections from an odd night on the ale. I can imagine why people might fear the future if they can't rightly recall the past.
What'd your phone do now?
But there is one thing we all remember. That's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Now, I say we remember. Truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This goddamn calamity spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. Won't let us picture their damn faces. It's like staring at a goal flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way. Take the odd goal. This what's got people calling these heroes the Warriors of Light. If Limsa is ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need ventures to help banish the fear. It's gonna need new heroes, like the ones we lost.
That's us. Suggested agender when you typed age. That's awesome.
Maybe one day you'll be one of them. That's why any aid we can give to a venturer is effort well spent. What say ye, lass? Willing to lend us your strength? My thanks to ye, and to the navigator and all. I knew she'd steer you me way for a reason. But listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. It's high time we got your mark in the book. Put your scroll right here.
Put your scrawl. That's a good way to say sign. Right? I absolutely adore his bandana. Oh, how was it pronounced? I've actually forgotten. Thought it was Shane Dragon. I didn't pronounce the O. Okay. Sano Dragon.
Sono Dragon, is it? And a fine name it is.
I don't speak the language that the name is in.
Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Venturers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not?
Guy looks like Gary Oak, but giant. The captain... That means I gotta give him the Gary Oak voice. The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, Ashy Boy. Several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place.
Sending your friend signals, were you?
Now hold on just a moment there, officer. You got the wrong lass. This fine upstanding young lady is me dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. Lass wouldn't be caught dead fraternising with such unsavoury element.
Is that right? You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt.
Aye, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Me and two more often than
I'm having a hard time parsing that sentence.
Now, sir, what say ye to a tanker of me finest ale afore you return to your duties, eh?
You trust anyone with a hat that fab. That's a good idea. I have a hat that's also a rabbit.
Not a watered down cup of piss like last time, I should hope.
I ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Merlthor, but you don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. Look, there's a chair over there, just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? You'll have to excuse these eager bloody yellow jackets. Been a spate of kidnapping, see, and they ain't got a clue who's behind 'em. Naturally, they've been clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means ventures, visitors, pretty much every bugger else in the town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Laminsons can be headstrong bunch of bastards, 'tis true, but given time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I?
This game has more cursing than like any other Final Fantasy. Yes, I do have a rabbity hat. I will show it on stream one of these days.
Oh, why, welcome to Limsa Laminsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons after a few too many black belly whiskies. Now, take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city.
Complete. Now we are on a non-boosted server, so we're gonna level at a very normal pace. Yay! And I think we are no longer... Oh. Okay. Bateron, proprietor of the Drowning Wench, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. So this is the tutorial stream.
Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks that'll help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down a floor, then point your nose west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetherite. I missed the dialogue there. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have.
That's just the fast travel system.
Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor and all your venturing bits and bobs for sale in the district lies beyond the aetherite.
And that's of course the market system.
Don't go throwing your gill around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quicker than you can say, "Was me kind person." Have a word with Swarsblade instead. He's the head of the merchants, by the way. Give him this old Octin, and he'll treat you well. For the last of me helpful hints, I suggest you meet some fellow spell slingers at the Arcanists Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tome if you decide to join the crew. Marie at the front desk is the one to get you started.
Murray?
Got all that, lass?
I keep hearing clicks on your end.
Got all that, lass? Them 3 tasks will take you on a little jaunt round the city, help you work out where everything is. Now I've got to be getting on. Run along, eh? Bugger it, there I go, sending you off without telling you something crucial. That bloody calamity's made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, out of the ale. Any road, while you're out, if you happen to pass any poor swords who look like they might need your help, consider giving their tale of woe a listen, eh? Sounds like it, sure, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, yeah, over yonder's been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear? See what she has to say. Like to find yourself running odd errands around the beginning. Once you build a reputation as a woman folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the world more generous. If you're the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith over there. The lads as bear that title have some fine advice for them what are just starting out in the profession, and that, Miguel, is how you go about becoming a legend among venturers. Yep.
Quest accept. Got tutorials over here, main menus. Blah blah blah. Help. Log out and exit game. Navigation. Pressing M is the map key. Go see Ninya. A veteran adventurer has some information that might interest you. Well, would you lucky? Yes. A shiny new adventure. Listen close, lass. All some information that might just help put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through the bulwark hole below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered around on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Limsa Lamins is a busy port. Not all the merchants that blow across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How the plants end up in the mizzenmast, who knows? Might have been a deal bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to the Steinriel and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs, take him to the old skiff at the Oakton. Worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about shady goods. Alright. Alright, Skynriel. You wish to visit Bulwark Hall below? Yes. The lower decks. I just realized I have 3 messages. Probably all my veteran rewards getting transferred to the character. Oh my gosh, I've been given a big hug. It made me kneel down and everything. Alright. Now, hold still. Let's see. Send friend request. Crescent icon will appear to the right of your experience bar. That's rested. That's just from being in town or logged out in town. Sanctuaries, blah blah blah, and interacting. Some quests you'll encounter objects with which you can interact by approaching and then right-clicking. I guess you're one of those objects. Invite to party. Hooray! You've joined a party with another player. Alright, let's pick up these peculiar weeds. All of these marijuanas. We're picking up all of the illegal marijuanas together. No. We both have to do it. great. I think this is the most adorable voice clip ever recorded. Alright, now we turn it into the old skiff.
Yeah, I'm old skiff. You have some herbs you wish me to examine? Yes, as you suspected. These are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They're the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus. Absence of fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind. Sleep of death.
That sounds like dare propaganda.
Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. These herbs are not more than Althic lavender, a common enough export from Limsa Laminsa. In fact, these probably just spilled from the crates that was loaded onto me own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, miss. But not to worry, you've learned a few things, made a new acquaintance. Well met.
Aw, they weren't illegal marijuanas after all. Guess I know how to use items. Guess I know how to hand over items too. Guess it's better than not bothering to explain anything. Ald Skiff, captain of the trading ship Orion, has information that might benefit standing as an adventurer.
By the way, thanks for delivering me scattered lavender. I have a nugget of information that might prove useful to you. You see, I was recently approached by an unkept seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my profession. What was unusual was that he offered me a generous sum of gil to be introduced to any adventurers I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry such a wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouses of Limsa Lauminsa so close at hand. Kidnappings have not been uncommon these past moons. I suggest you take this information and speak with Glosrael, the guard who stands at the entrance to Parker's Alley. It never hurts to show the spirit of cooperation to the authorities.
Alright. Well, let's continue on with our questing. And there, we have the main Aetheryte.
Ah, another novice adventurer. Oh, I batter on has spent more than a few of your kind this way late. I'm Shootamal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It's also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into the ethereal energy. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection with the flow of ether, and as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any venture worthy of the name will seek out and attune herself to each one. Expanding your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. Rights found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions.
That's great. Thanks. Earned return. Alright. Yanashim of the Brugair Consortium seeks services of a conveniently unoccupied adventurer. Excuse me, miss, but might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem like the type who enjoys being accosted for menial tasks after all, and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't learned of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in Limsa Laminsa. They do, however, provide a rather unique service, which the Brugair Consortium has recently been the beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to their doorman, Lonward, along with our profuse gratitude. Okay. That's kind of the impression I got too. Kinda sounded like she was saying sex work. There's Gloss Royale. That is disturbing news. Your initiative is appreciated, adventurer. We'll have the captain place the Yellow Jackets on high alert. And while I have your ear, I need you to visit Friedwib, and tell her Fried Dweeb. And tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find her a bit further down East Hawker's Alley. Fried Dweeb has frequent dealings with adventurers, so any warning you give her should soon spread through the city. So here's some people who all dress the same and put on a dancing show. I guess they're all part of this Jade Guild. That's fun. Greetings, miss. Might I interest you in the services of a retainer? What's this? Some suspicious seafarers on the prowl for gullible adventurers? A possible suspect in the recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on that warning to my customers. What with all the merchants and travelers milling through Hawker's Alley, these kinds of unsavory activities can often go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. Okay, you can just jump on it. Alright. Here we got Swazblit.
A fine morning to you, madam. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo, but recently arrived at the docks. Huh? Is there a gift from Baderin? Whatever. Oh, my Octant. By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the wench, along with a week's pay and several bells' worth of intoxicated memories. I'm most grateful to have it back. Jewel's a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid. What better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? It is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek. You no further than the east and west arm of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potion and perishable needs.
And there goes full-on frame loss. Alright, it's over. It's over, we made it through.
Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to the distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets yourself.
Alright. Oh, let's take a look around at There's the culinarian, apothecary. Apothecary hat. That's potion. Tradecraft is crafting ingredients. Battlecraft, jeweler, equipment. Narion, I think. Yeah. Oh hey, that's a Banga. Guess they came back at some point. This happens in the same planet, I suppose, as Final Fantasy Tactics. Ivalice is a dead kingdom here. Second thoughts about your sale, you can all buy back. Let's see. Map. Helps to have a map. And I guess now we're off to our respective guilds. Meet up after we're done that. Oh right, I forgot about the Ethernet. Those are to travel quickly around a city. And we will go on a quick Ethernet run after this. Alright. I'll grab the one out front of my guild. Once you get all of them, you get access to a couple of additional areas around the city too. Yeah, here's more Banga. That's interesting. Those guys just didn't exist last time I played. But it's good to see that creatures from Ivalice still exist. Welcome to the Arcanists Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometry, intricate patterns that map unlocked mysteries of existence, draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. But if I'm not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the esoteric calculations by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometry, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. Mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school of Arcanima was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa Lominsa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite, and soon secured positions in the realms of governance and council. Knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Meryl Weeb, counting several wielders of Arcanima among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So, at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanists Guild was established, and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima, however, remains the greatest threat to it. Would continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Yes. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guild master, that you might convey your intentions in person. To extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak with Mistress Thubergeim. He has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the... We'll find her just over there by the bookshelves. She needn't be shy, though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcoming. Thubergeim. Yes, I am Thubergeim. Greetings, and welcome to the Arcanists Guild. As Muri has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins? Allow me, then, to expound upon its nature. Arcanima taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by our ability to manifest this arcane entity Carbuncle, and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of this discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary, even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle. Principle takes precedence. One wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyze the situation from moment to moment, and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. Study of Arcanima will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? You talk funny. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer, just in case you weren't sure that she was a very serious woman. Let us now see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Lanosque, you will find, among others, 3 species of pest: wharf-rats, little ladybugs, and Aurelie. Aurelie? I ask that you employ your skill in Arcanima to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate, and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee the opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanists Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Oh, hi. And... Uh-huh. Oh, the one in there? Yeah, probably. There's actually a bunch around town that'll be really easy. Tasha of Melvan's Gate needs help collecting duty on imported goods. Here at Mealvan's Gate, we inspect all the goods that are imported into Limsa Laminsa and collect duty as the law requires. Some merchants, however, seek to evade this obligation, and we must chase them down. I would be grateful if you could deliver these 2 ledgers, one to a man named Sundamal, who we'll find at the Octans, and the other to a woman named Letitia, who works at the Bismarck. We're uncertain as to the whereabouts of the Bismarck. Ask Sundamal when you meet him, and he will point you in the right direction. Alright, let's go collect Aetheryte first. Nope. Alright, Aetheryte on this floor. None to collect on the east side, so we'll be heading south. There's one down there. Yes, Fisherman's Guild has an ether. So how are you people in the chat doing? Guys doing alright? Forgetting you can't jump over holes. Occasionally. Kind of inconsistent. This is gaming. I'm not sure how to pronounce that other than just gaming, which I suppose is the idea. Alright, there's a quest over here to grab. I'm standing in salmon farm. You'd get like your whole body wet. Little bit. The calamity really knocked the wind out of the fishing industry's sail, but fisherfolk are starting to return to the seas once more. It's past time I did the same. But before I can put out to sea again, I need to have a new boat built. Our guild has always commissioned Naldik and Vimeles for its crafts, but they're beastly busy these days. If you want for something to do, mayhap you could run over to the Armorers Guild and consult with Forge Master Nanza in my stead. I would know how long we might expect to have to wait. Alright, now we've got to go to the second floor. We may as well stop over here first, then. Quest to work to. The beginning of this game is a lot of walking and talking. Fortunately, it is well written.
Oi, this is the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss, a house of deep reflection and meditation. So unless you're proper business with us, you can kindly bugger off. What's this then? Parcel from Brugair Consortium, eh? Let's have a peek inside. Oh, walnut bread and ginger cookies. And a few of them Bismarck finger sandwiches too. Them Consortium culls know the right way to show appreciation. Some of them sisters have unholy appetites, so I'd best save a few bites for myself before I take 'em inside. You let Yasim know we're always here should a boss have need of us again.
Hooray! Let's see. Go back around this way and then we'll head upstairs. Gosh, I forgot how good this game is. That's the wrong way. I don't think you can get through this way. Can ya? Oh, right. The upper decks, but you don't have to go to the upper deck. Oh, wait. We want to go to the upper decks anyway. Silly me. It all works out. It'll take a bit longer to load in, I guess. I was wondering where you were for a sec, and then I remembered that I have a much faster computer. Oh, no, we need to go this way. To the Aetherite shard. Ethernet shard. Oh, what is this? That's new. That must be an event thing. That certainly wasn't here before. There's a comeback campaign? Why didn't I get anything for it? Oh. Fuck that. Right? It's all but one at the very north end. At the north end? Yeah, you're right. I'm a lizard. Where they're at. Oh yeah, there's stuff to do right here. We'll stop off here.
Oh, there you are, Sano. Sure, you jumped around the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa Laminsa, that won't be the last time you'll visit them three places, will it?
Now you've got some idea of what's where, you can start exploring the rest of the town. You're showing a good ear for listening, lass. Stick with old Batteron and we'll go far. Good old Batteron.
Right. Next quest will be once we gain a level or two. And up and around. Alright, I keep forgetting I have a sprint button. I used to use it all the time. Like, almost literally all the time. Alright, one more. What do you have to say, Morden? Completely legal prop. Oh my gosh, we get to do crimes.
Want for coin venture? How do you fancy working for the Kraken's Arms, one of the greatest pirating crews in Lim? If you're interested, take yourself up these here steps to the balcony above and talk to the Carvalian, our captain. Right by him, and he'll do right by ye.
Gay crime. I mean, we do not encourage our users to commit crimes here on Squirrel Lily. The Fear Gate, the Tempest Gate, and the airship landing are now accessible as Aetherite Destiny. Alright, now we've got city fast travel right. Grenade seeks help with a growing problem. I'm just grabbing another quest up here. An alarming number of citizens have gone missing of late, though I suspect you've already heard the rumors. It's essential that we ascertain their safety. To this end, I've prepared a list based on reports from our citizens. You be so kind as to deliver to my colleague in Bulwark Hall. Delica's her name. My thanks in advance. Alright. The more crimes, I mean quests, the better. Hi there, Carvalian.
Greetings, friend. Welcome to the Seven Sage, purveyors of the finest spices from the East. All of our products are guaranteed obtained completely legal means. No crimes here. Oh, do not seek spices, but employment? Well then, let us speak of how you might be of service to our organization. Our Misery returned from her last voyage bearing exotic spices never before seen in Eorzea. I have prepared 2 samplers, each of which I would have you deliver to certain individuals. The first, Grenade, from whom you will find at the Coral Tower. Second, from Master Lingsaf, the head chef at the Bismarck. And do make certain the right person gets the right set. Go now, and return here once you have accomplished the task.
And on to more. Like back over here at this guild. Culinarians Guild.
Samples from the Seventh Sage? Alright, let's have a whiff of it then.
One of them is spices and the other is drugs, is the joke.
I ain't smelled nothing like it before. The note it came with says it's a root that grows in Orthard. Last I'd heard, Orthard was under Imperial rule. How the Seven Elves did Carvalian manage to get a hold of this? Any road, I reckon I can cook something fresh and new with it. Thanks for the delivery, friend.
Hooray! Alright, I guess we gotta go to the lower decks. Oh wait, there's one to the north as well. There. Not just... Okay. I went north. Oops, I went the wrong way is where I went. I should be using the Aetheryte. Welcome to the headquarters of the Yellow Jackets, the Keepers of Peace in Limsa. They're all I can assist you with. A sample of spice courtesy of the Seventh Sage, you say? No mistake, this is fire sand, and the kind used by the Garleans besides. Quite intriguing. Very well, we'll consider placing an order. Oh? Thought that you had brought me spice? I see you're not familiar with, Carvalianisms. Carvalane. For the sake of convenience, he uses the word spice to refer to, well, literally anything procured on the high seas. Lest you worry, man isn't engaged in any activity that is considered piracy. Far from it. Think of him as a trader, a heavily armed one, who represents Laminsan interests in lands. Alright. Now we can deliver this to the receipt to the captain. Yep, all seems perfectly legal to me, no crimes at all.
Welcome back. Claim both samples were rather well received, in no small part due to our affable courier. It is unfortunate that notoriety accumulated over the course of years does not fade overnight. There are many who are still hesitant to do business with savage pirates. Yet the old days of piracy have passed, giving way to a new wave of opportunity. My crew and I have decided to embrace this wave. With the Admiral's blessing, we engage in a form of trade with Garlean ships. Everything we do, may rest assured, is within the law.
Hooray, bio. Trying to remember where I usually put stuff. I'll arrange it later when I start figuring out how I'll be comfortable doing it. Alright. Do what? Yeah. I definitely should have used Aetheryte. Oh well. Yeah, it would have been a walk. I would have been out of my way just to get to it anyway. Wouldn't have saved us more than a couple seconds. Gold saucer music. Here we are. Nanza. New boat for the Fisherman's Guild. Right now isn't the best time. See, we've recently taken on a commission for a galleon. This task alone has all our hands full. But look, I'll see what I can do. Fisherman's Guild has long been one of our best clients, and I would be loath to disappoint Sisu. It may yet take a while, but I shall endeavor to have her boat ready in a timely fashion. Oh right, I have to pick a... I mean, potions and ethers just aren't that useful at the beginning. Next quest. Right. I'm just trying to find my way out of the room. Oh yeah, I can just hit return. Silly me. Here we are, the lower decks. Delivered the package as I requested. Very good. I'll pass on the sister's sentiments to my superiors. What manner of services do the dutiful sisters provide? Continue to stay in Limsala Minsa and you'll likely find out soon enough. In fact, confident in your abilities and comfortable with the unconventional, you might wish to approach them yourself. Hooray! Another one up here. Yeah.
A ledger from Melvan's Gate, you say? Get more outstanding duty payments. When will those merchants ever learn? Very well, if I catch sight of any offenders, I'll drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming if needs be. One more ledger bound for the Bismarck, you say? Follow this path to the upper decks and you'll find the place.
Here's Nadelica. Welcome to Limsala Minsa. If there's aught you'd like to know, feel free to... Oh, you got something for me, you say? Missing persons. Sure, I follow. Bring in the list. Be sure to memorize these names. If any of the missing persons reappear, you can count on me to spot them. Most folk enter the city via the severe drift. They must pass through the bulwark hole. That's why I'm on constant watch here, undercover so as to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. I've been doing this for so long, I've become a pretty good judge of character. If there's a shady character skulking about, you can rest assured I can pick him out. Alright. There's Natanmo. Natanmo wants help keeping the city a bright and cheery place. Sounds like you're already in the Yellow Jacket's good graces. You truly are a model adventurer, a paragon among your fellows. But do you think you could do me a favor? You see, I'm supposed to go and fill up the street lamps with oil so that they'll stay lit through the night, but thanks to the business of people, I can't simply up and leave my post. If you could tend to the street lamps in my stead, I'd appreciate it. Oh, and when you're finished, please fetch more oil from Sissipu and the Fisherman's Guild. We're running low here and take care of our stores. Alright. Over here we have street lamps. Which gate were we supposed to go out for our job quests? Put on the map. Oh, I forget the name. Forget which gate. I'll go to Lower Lenoskia. I've got to go to Lower Lenoskia. No, we can do yours first if it's right next to it. Lead the way, small person. And my name means little dragon. His name means big tiger. That's why he has tiger stripes in his hair. Mapping the realm. Battle. Got ruin and bio. Yeah, I don't even have my healing spell yet. Uh-oh. Don't want to get away from there. I don't think we stand much of a chance against level 12. Here. Okay. Another wharf rat over here. Oh, lots of them. Damage over time. I need to do this little ladybug. Wharf rat just came at me. And that shouldn't have anything to do with whether things aggro. Don't recall that being a thing. That's bizarre. Right. Another ladybug. Ulu Bach fails to understand the little ladybug. Oh, that's sad. Right. My last one is Orale. Okay. And we'll go after the Orale. Oh, I remember how this works. Hit something, sometimes things nearby will aggro. Okay. If we head southeast, we can go get my Orale from Lower Lenosque. Oh, we're only an hour and a half in and we're finally doing actual combat. That's MMORPGs for ya. Bloody items, yes, I know how that works. Oh, there's some Strong monster here. Like level 7's right in front of me. Okay, we gotta go south. Try not to anger the bats. Okay, I thought that I wasn't coming on stream. That would have been sad. I'll be missing my beautiful voices. There's some wild dodos. Oh yeah. Are you cheering for wind sprites? Oh, and 3. That's right, I'll just stand in your AoE. I don't give a fuck. Alright. Well, let's stop by this fate real quick since it's right next to us. I do call that a toad. Call that quite a few toads, in fact. Full active time of an. Oh yeah, I forgot fate actually was supposed to stand for. Alright, this is just kill them all and let God sort them out. Oh, they all do. Oh wait, never mind. I was looking at the wrong symbol. The cane toads we gotta worry about. They're actually a lower level. Alright, you got that one. You can split up on this one. Level 2 will be no problem. Get attacked by several. Alright. I don't have my heal spell yet. I'm just gonna try and take them out. There we go, now they're on me. Oh, some of them are. Now I have... Oh, I have Summon. And I now have Physic. So now I can heal you when necessary. I'm just trying to summon my carbuncle. There. Now I got a cute little pet. Fate complete. Have a heal. Fate rewards. And now I have my pet bar, which I'll have to over here. Bar I always keep top of my bars. Bar 1. Bar 2. We have a third bar there, but the pet bar can go right here for now. And now we can head back into the city. Not quite, no. Gate's right here. I'm just glad to have carbuncle. One day I'll have Bahamut. That's currently the final summon. Alright, now I've got to go to my guild and you've got to go to yours. And since we're level 4, now we need to be level 5 for the first quest, I think. But that's not far off. I just take the Aetheryte. I see the creatures beyond the city walls posed you little threat. With great pleasure, then, that I formally recognize your initiation into the guild. From this day forth, you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays into the wilderness, pages of your grimoire turning. There is no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. And to commemorate this occasion, I gift you with this hunting log. Now we can do the hunting logs. Now the thing I'm usually going to do off stream is going to be, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. The Gathering. Disciples of the Land stuff. Because I don't think that's very interesting to watch. But I'm going to try and do as much of the combat and such as possible, as much of the story and such as possible, on stream with Daddy. The enemies marked within its pages have been specifically chosen to challenge your abilities in Arcanima. Devise a new strategy or tactic, you now have a ready source of opponents on which to test it. And when you feel you can command Carbuncle as easily as you might move your own limbs, return to me for further instruction. I will be waiting. Next Arcanist quest will be available from Thubergeme upon reaching level 5. One more level, and I got some raisins. That exciting. Okay. Hunting log obtained. I can just warp there. Give me a sec. Oh, I don't need to go into the basement. What am I doing? Culinarian skill. Oh, who? Right. I have a hard time finding my way around in places that are gray and brown. Tax evaders among our patrons, you say? Oh, goodness. I dare say this may well put an end to their appetite, but in the best interests of the city-state. If any of the merchants named in this ledger come dine with us, I'll see that Maelvan's gate is notified without delay. Itch. If they weren't rich merchants evading taxes, I might disagree with it. Let's see. Lower decks. Fill the street lamp. We're starting at, yeah, all right. Plaza. Let's see. Okay. There you are. To the south. South. Bird is actually available now. Go and do that immediately after this. Guttering street lamp. Probably gonna get ready for bed. Thanks for coming by, Xenon. We're probably gonna cut this short soon too. Going what, almost 2 hours now. I got another 20 minutes in me though. Oh, this is the wrong way. Yeah, going around the other way. Yes, we have been down this way already. More street lamps. And last one. Around this corner and we can turn it in right here. You doing what? What am I to do with that girl? He has the nerve to ask me for work, twaddle and tripe about her savings, only to foist it on the first adventure what comes along. Being young and pretty does not give you license to shirk responsibility. Aye, she'll get her oil all right, and a piece of my mind to boot. We just had someone's part-time job foisted on us. Okay. Need to go to the Aft Castle, I think. The next quest. Wrong. Summerford. Drowning Wench, straight north. Okay. Brain fart. Still in limbs, are you, Sano? How'd you fancy a trip outside the city wall?
I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stelvin, is an old mate of mine. Got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that, and has been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity soil. They mentioned needing another hand or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. Direction? Place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out the city and follow the road northeast.
Alright. Fear gate out of the city. Also, let's check our hunting log. Yes. Got the little ladybug, the wharf rat, the lost lambs, wind sprites. All kinds of good. We're gonna head through the fear gate to the fear. Don't want your free company invite without you ever even talking to. Especially not from someone named Yojimbo Godslayer. No offense, Yojimbo Godslayer. But that's quite a name. Alright. Alright. Let's kill some stuff. Yeah, I think the first level ones are very similar. At least for the classes that start in the same city. We're in a fate too. I'm finished with wharf rats. Need ladybugs and lambs. In fact, ladybugs are over here. No. There's some lost lambs, which are also part of this fate. Must be driven off or put down. We can get this before the fate timer runs out. We can now accept the next job/class quest. They're on me. I'm getting curlers. Yay, we did it. Uh-huh. Last couple seconds. Next we're gonna need wind sprites and Orlanoske, where we're headed anyway. Through to Summerford. Yep. Let's head north. Ah, bees. I don't have bees on mine. I have cave bats though. After we do the quest there. Also grab the Pukasling. You're breathing into your mic, I think. Yeah. Oh, hopefully. We'll see. one more puck hatchling, I think. Don't worry, when we're in serious fights, I'll let you do the tanking. Cloud. Found a B cloud. Ray. Have some bio, B cloud. Be a slow spawn. A sparse one. Oh, here they are. I found them. Okay. Mandragora. Screamy little carrots. Yes. He has one, yeah, Gust and Backdraft. Backdraft has the knockback. Okay. I'm a healer. Alright. Hooray, now I have a gauge. Ether flow gauge unlocked. Pop in here. Next, wind sprites. And lower Lenos. About that one, we're going that way. You got the wild dodos. Yeah, I should check my mail while I'm here. Air everything. Right, since I now have energy drain and ether flow. I've always put ether 6. Damage with my first. Alright, Google, show us what you got. Final Fantasy 14 Dev Team. Closed as a wind-up cursor minion. Yay, my favorite pet. And a Fantasia in case I want to change what I look like. Minions. Tradable. Items. I'm gonna put minion flat. But which menu the character. Item. Logs. Travel. Party. I don't remember which menu it's. Or character. Okay. Somehow managed to miss it then. Oh, there it is, but I can't access. Oh, because I haven't actually used cursor item. Out of there. That and Ultros are my favorites. That on the bar for now. Hooray! Now I can point at things. Alright, now what else do I've got? I know I got the Cloud Strife costume. I save for glamoring. Are you pointing at my cursor? No, you're never gonna win that fight. Closed as a 4-piece of Tantalus. Oh, it's the Zidane. What's this? Oh, it is Zidane. Okay. Both, of course, to be saved for glamoring. I've forgotten how to open the equipment menu. Not E. E is sidestep. C is character. Need the armory to Control I. Okay. I did not remember that at all. Strife vest and Tantalus vest. Move all this stuff to the bottom so that I don't accidentally sell it or something. That stuff will get glamored later. There we go. Also have the Ring of Freedom. I forgot that that was even a thing. Yeah. Canis gauge now unlocked. Touch the Aetheryte. Attuned. Yeah, I don't need another Aetheryte tutorial. Good lord. I think he's in the building. I just jumped down. I just jumped down by accident. And by accident I mean on purpose, but incorrectly. There he is.
Ah, you must be the adventure battle almost and alone. Dano Dragon, wasn't it? Honored his words, that's a good start. I'm still wearing the old bastard at battering likely destroyed me. Here is me humble orchard. Number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high sea. Wondering why I employ these scrags? Well, me pirate ship. Amity did for our ship, like I did so many others. I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and me somehow, and Admiral Merrowib get us landlocked buccaneer fields, fine and offer to refuse. Well, turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. Not my blokes. And in the soil, say. Fortunately, botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in lack to spare. So much work piling up. A tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed.
Right. And we can get shoes. Hooray! I can get sandals and you can get leather shoes. We're not worrying about glamoring yet. Whip. Alright, now my legs look very bare. But what the button to know what the button is offhand? The oh, it's scroll lock. There we go. The scroll lock removes the UI. Very helpful for screenshots. Dalwern, owner of Summerford Farms, inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for the tasks he has in mind.
I've a mind to set you a task, Dragon. Before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. Might be well that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're most suitably equipped.
Equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gear of item level 5 or greater, and speak with Stelvern. Yeah. We also gotta do our class quests soon. Purchase battle gear. Go. Hat. Leather iPad. 510. I guess I'll go with the wizard stuff. Hat. Half robe. Leather light mitts. Belt. Tights. And I already have leather sandal. Go with the eye patch. I have a hat. A very short robe. Gloves. Now I look really VVS. Tights. There we go. And goes down. Boom. Now I'm a wizard, Harry. Yes. That also. I hit home instead of scroll lock and, well, that person's name is Aura. You know, like the lizards.
Let's have a look at you, shall we? Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you'll have little trouble getting their attention.
Hooray. And we... Oh, you actually get a new weapon out of it. Oh, so do I. Good. Okay. I can't wait to get my pop-up, but that's quite a bit later.
Ah, Drygon, that aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since last we met 8 seconds ago. I hope I've read you alright, for I've a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you?
That's possible. Delviren, you as well. Delviren, the owner of Summerford Farms, has a task for a competent adventurer. Ooh, I'm competent, and I'm an adventurer.
Good dear. Then I shall lay before you a sorry tale. Will have heard rumours of abductions. Aye, citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa Laminsa. Blocked from the face of Heideline, boots and all, by an unseen hand. What's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavoury fellas with Asia-tattooed faces has been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinised by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumour come for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and their work suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when me old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. Struggle to get 'em to leave the farmhouse of a morning.
The farmhouse of a morning. Okay, I'm having trouble parsing that sentence.
That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me?
Nod.
Good lass. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm. I suggest you begin by having a look around the Seasong Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Careful though, Drygon. Couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright?
Alright. Got to investigate Seasong Grotto. And I guess I'll talk to Chocobo Keeper. Afraid I must disappoint you. Our birds are very fickle creatures. Around those with a little lack of demeanor. Blah blah blah, level 10. Yeah, we can do our job quests. Okay. And now we pop over to our respective guilds. And do our things. already have that grim. Ah, Sino, isn't it? Are you eating well? An empty stomach distracts the mind and leads to hurried judgment. I must oft remind my arcanists to take meals, so ensconced do they become in their studies. Speaking of such, have you been practicing your tactics with Carbuncle? I believe it's time to assess the improvement of your skills. As with your previous trial, I would have you defeat foes in Lower Lanosque, 3 wild dodos and 3 tiny mandragoras to be precise. Watch carefully the behavior of your opponents, formulate an effective strategy, and utilize your arcane entity to its fullest potential. I expect you back in time for breakfast.
Smoke me a kipper.
Okay. I need to go to Lower Lanosque. Where do you need to go? Okay. Alright. Tempest Gate. Right, I should actually wait for you. There you are. Okay. And there's stuff I need for my hunting log out here anyway. And Wind Sprite, cedarwood, and nesting buzzards in the cedarwood. It's also gonna be cave bats, galago, lots of stuff in the cedarwood, and Summerford. Summerford is only one thing. Yes. That's also where I need to go to kill stuff for the quest. There's lots of stuff I need to kill over here. So I figure anytime that we're advancing the story, we should definitely be streaming it. Does that sound right? Oh shit, I'm hitting the wrong button. Oh my gosh, I'm going back to my old controls, that's why. I'm trying to figure out why do I keep pressing 4 to try and bio, and that's how I always used to have it. So that muscle memory is still there. Need another Aurelia? There we go. Wandering Aurelia. Wild dodos. Hooray. Wind sprites too. That's the last dodo. Okay. Couple more wind sprites. Also stuff in this big orange circle up here that you can see it if you look at the stream. Oh, because your screen's small. I don't think we stand a chance against this Goobus. Ah, hit it with a book. That'll do it for Mandragoras. Right. One more. Gotta find nesting buzzards, cave bats, galagos. Yeah. We had to pass by the cave bats. Now we'll be strong enough to take them out without any risk. So for the past hour or so, we've been fine on frame. It really does just come and go. My attacks are so flashy. No, that's it. The other one. Galago. I don't even know what that looks like off the top of my head. This one's still in the cedarwood somewhere. So gotta search around a bit. Then we can go to middle because that's where I need stuff too. Well, it's just cave bats in here. So could I, but I found them. They are kangaroo rats. No, they're lemurs. Can't wait till I get this stuff to spread bio around. So good. Hooray! Now let's see. Little nesting buzzard I still need to find. Still in the cedarwood somewhere. That might be them down there. They're definitely flapping, like a buzzard might do. What? Oh, I found them. Run, use your stubby little legs. You crash out. Says you're disconnected. Got a little red circle by your name. All good, since you don't need to kill these things, I'll take them out while I'm waiting. Final escape. It might be that too. I don't think that one's ever actually said out loud by the voice actors. Nesting buzzards complete. Think that's everything for lower Lenos. Middle. No, never mind. Lightning sprite. That the god's grip, but that's the last thing, so a higher level. Yeah. Okay. I'll be sitting in the middle of the path over here. Both have adorable little voice. Alright, middle Enosuke. Guess is not that direction. Ran roots. See what this person wants. Brimstone has blocked Branroot out of Blind Iron Mine.
This time we've dug ourselves into a hole well and true. Struck brimstone while shoveling through the mines, and now the rocks is rife with a reek of rotten eggs. Gas fruit, too much to bear. You'll need to clear earth crystal. You'll need this clear earth crystal if you're to restore the earth and plug the leak proper. Find the surfeit clouds brought on by the brimstone.
Alright, let's plug some holes. One down. And two down. Did I just scratch my butt? An odd animation. Oh no, monsters. Right. Get that one too? Okay. Ah, bees. Yeah, but it's so much more fun to shout, ah, bees. Oh, I just realized his name is Brain Rot.
That's a breath of fresh air. Many miners, a bit of brimstone is nothing to write home about, but I'm the one who has to write the letters when the gluttons choke to death down there. The price is metal command in the wake of the calamity will make us either rich or dead.
And we can get a copper ring or a bone ring. Yeah, but you can wear more than one ring. Of course, they're level 9, so I can't. Yeah, it's better than the regular Ring of Freedom. I don't really need. You don't really need to worry about determination and all that at low levels. Oh, right, that's a housing quest, which we'll get to shortly. I do want to start a free company and buy a house out of this adventure. Even if the free company ends up just being the two of us. Alright, let's kill some stuff. Alright, what stuff do you need to kill? I... Got to... Lurkers in the grotto. Our next break one. Can do that now. Well, I can do other stuff. Okay. Weird. Yeah, did you start the quest? Oh, there you are, never mind. I just couldn't friggin' find you. Hatchlings, I will do this fate while you're doing. Oh, never mind, it's only got 40 seconds left and no progress. Move on to the Seesaw and Grotto immediately after you're done. Okay. There's another step to it. Yay, I made progress. Not enough progress to matter, but progress. Fate failed. I got 56 XP. The guy you're talking to is invisible to me. He was invisible in the first place to me. Alright, let's check out the grotto over here. See anything we need to hunt on the way to it? We probably won't, because it's like right here. Me too. Bogey on your tail. And they're down. That's all we needed of them. Gotta check out this monument. About to enter an instance battle, blah blah blah. probably are gonna have to separate for a second. Right. That's action. I don't even remember what the button is. Party. Okay. Now let's do the thing.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening
You're a wave bear?
stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone.
She's great. She plays a big part in my
Such words
the
well
sister of
describe
the
the manner in which the citizens
summoner
of
trainer.
Lominsa live their lives.
Uh-huh.
It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
Only been around Summerford Farms for like a minute total.
I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark.
Oh
Or
no,
perhaps not.
it's a Goobalooble.
As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is
What
it
gave
a
it away?
coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked.
Aw, it's so cute with
But
its
who
many rows of
stands to
sharp
benefit
teeth.
from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Doot doot. Gosh, I forgot how much HP this thing has. It's been so long since I've done that. I sense something awry with this creature. Be on your guard. Will do. Casting arrow and arrow 2. Uh-oh. Summons bogeys. And more goo-boos. Go focus on the battle, leave the tending of wounds to me. Boo, I want to tend of wound. I'm a healer. Creature falters. Press the attack and the battle will soon be won. Well, I'll keep on pressing that attack. And we are done. Good night, sweet prince.
Phew.
Hey, you dropped something. Oh, lady, is this yours? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Knocked me right the F out. Haven't I been here before?
Hear, feel, think.
Alright, I hear, I feel, and I'm pretty sure I think. At the very least, I think, therefore I think.
Crystal bearer.
Now I feel like I'm underwater. Crystal Bear. Am I in one of those
I am
Final Fantasy
hidden,
games?
all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Will do, Chief.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Who are these chumps? Nah, I don't wear a funny hat like that.
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Awake again? Are
What
we?
a head popper.
Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess,
Rude.
I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether? I beg your pardon. towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
Alright. Find the rest of our hunting targets before continuing. And there you are, just dancing. Ah. Our panic animations are quite different. Alright, what all do you need around here? I think most of mine's near Summerford. Like mine is just one at Summerford, which is Rounded Pirate. Alright, lead the way. Okay, that'll be near my grounded pirates. No, you don't have to zigzag like that. No one's shooting at you. I mean, these Mandragora aren't that tiny. What are you trying to remember? What thing? We're outside of Summerford now. Summerford's back to the south and east. I don't think it counts as... Okay, it does count as Summerford all the way to the north. Yeah, there's... No, there's Three Malm Bend. But we're much past the bridges. Which thing? Lost track of you. Along the river? Or along the gorge, rather? River. Thingy. There you are. Fate, join. Seems kind of a shitty thing to do to kill these ones off that are trying to recover. Menowis is trying to protect them. Not doing a great job of it, mind you. Might as well kill Menowis while we're here. Achievement unlocked, to crush your enemy. Alright, you just keep that tank damage up. Take out the ads and keep you healed. Yeah. That's what tanks do. Hey Fox, get this guy off of me. Never tell a bad tank, though, that healers take healing priority over tanks. They got very mad. Uh-huh. That's what happens. My favorite is when I play Overwatch and someone will split way off from the rest of the party and then start complaining that I'm not healing them, even though they're halfway across the map. Right, we've almost got this. No. On my carbuncle. This isn't quite as bad, but I will have to resummon her. Yay, we've accessed roll action. I don't even remember what my first roll actions are. Alright, let's sneak out of here. I have completely forgotten. I actually gotta look at the action tree. Roll action is Addle. Lowers intelligence and mind. Basically lowers their magic damage. Not super great. That's not one that I use at higher levels. Yeah, that's a very good one. Might want to look at a map then. Look on, like, your phone. Right, I gotta switch out my default stance. Social, or which of these? Change pose, there it is. And it'll stay like that permanently until you change it again. /C pose. There's like 3 or 4 per character model. I think I like this one for her. You look like a huge dork. Alright, did you find where the raiders and pirates are? Alright, so we gotta go. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yay, grounded pirates. Easy enough. Oh, I actually need to heal you against these guys. Oh, it's because we're fighting the boss. That explains that. Yay, we got him. Yeah. Yep. But it looks like he's done killing the raiders. Alright. You need one more. Rude. Look at this guy. Attacking my carbuncle. Pirate. Pirate. Raider. I hit him with a book. Right. Now if we head over to Summerford, we can upgrade our equipment to level 8. As well as turn in this story quest. Bob on Battlefield came at all of a sudden. Bob on Battlefield from Mario 64. Right, since I'm gonna long, I lower the bit rate on them. Otherwise we'll just be eating through our bandwidth. Just now thought of that. Alright, purchase battle gear. But like level 10 or 15, we're allowed to start taking other jobs, right? I thought. Alright, there's level cap for a hempen cowl though. Not currently. I didn't realize how little I had. I'm gonna sell off some stuff that I don't need. Not a huge amount. Yeah. How it goes. Money becomes a lot. Thing that you sell is oh, not my money. Bronze, Allegan. Oh, right. Those are optional. Forgot that you don't get them automatically in a lot of quests. look at weapon before armor. That's more important at the start. Level 8 Grimoire. Yeah. Have a level 5 here. Alright, so I guess we'll just buy like one item. Or we can just wait and get up by questing, because that's actually a thing that I'm just now remembering just kind of happens. At least at the beginning. Right. Also, Brian Vita seeks courageous pioneers who can tame the wilderness. May as well grab this. Summerford Farms bears the charge of the Admiral's Settlement Initiative. We're rewarded handsomely. We're rewarded handsomely to brave new frontier. Yet if we fail to fulfill our part of the bargain, grant will be withdrawn. In spite of this, the washed-up pirates elect to laze their days away. There's still time. We need only clear away the rocks and debris from the area to be settled. If you're willing to help, you'll find a shovel outside that hut on the hillside. Good to know. Here's the shovel. Shovel obtained. Dialvern.
Trigon, right, am I right glad I am to see you safely returned. My lads were all gabbing about hearing what sounded like all 7 elves breaking loose near the grotto, and I feared I'd sent you to your death. You were in the middle of that commotion. I hope it yielded something of interest. Hate to think you'd risked your life for naught.
Here, have a knife.
Blade pulled from the back of the creature cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. Starting to think these ruffians are pirates come to loot farmhands back to a life of plunder. Sorry they didn't take kindly to our appearance on their doorstep and set a maddened gobu on. Boy, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. And the lads and lasses in my employ be on guard against their schemes. Met someone else at the grotto. Woman with a strange contraption. Oh, he stole her. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Studies of the ether often bring her out of Summerford, though her presence at the grotto's oddly unusual. An odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. I take me word for that. Trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine who've yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts. Temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. But my thanks, Dragon. Weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, farm would be in far worse state than it is. You keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Limsa to a brighter future she deserves.
Hooray! Quest complete. And grab the next story quest.
That sea sloth Severin and his lot, never round when there's work to be done. You for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions that never learn. Round 'em up and let 'em know that still one would like a word. Don't take no for an answer.
Or can't.
Last, how's a botanist supposed to accomplish field work without a field to work in? Washed-up pirates are well and good when you want a field pillaged and plundered, but not when you need it plowed.
A lone horticulturist such as myself hardly strikes fear into the hearts of monsters.
Your gait is such that I believe you might. Much obliged if you could rid the field of some mandragoras. By fewer of the sprouting critters roaming about, I'm sure I could return to my work.
Alright. Let's go round up some pirates and kill some carrots. In there. There's one. Down here.
Work? Huh. Can't work when me hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last gill you'd never guess what I'm drinking.
Swill water or swill wine.
Well, you're right about the swill part. Reckon it might be worth a day or two on Stalvan's chose if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog.
Oh, I could use some proper grog. Next one. Right. Could also actually hit repair gear too. That is important. Where's the next guy? Yeah. Ooh, let's also kill the tiny mandragoras while we're here. They're right next to the gate. Shovels and stuff. Playing Mandragora. Mandragora slain. Yep, I'm here now. I'll save you. Oh, that was close. Yes, now we're clicking on this cumbersome debris. That my cursor is. It could be worse. Yeah, sometimes it pays to split up for a minute. Yeah, let's find that other pirate. There he is. Name is Sozai Rarzai. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I had for breakfast. Breaded sticks or ash tuna? What? Gods, how do you know? My breath, ain't it? Probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. I know why you're here. I'd just as soon get some real food in me, but I ain't one to reject a summons from the captain. Turn this one in. The rest of the pirates are out in the field. Yeah. But I'm right here. Certainly proving you're not one to let obstacles stand in your path. Only these supposedly pioneering pirates were half as industrious as you. Expanding borders is all well and good, but the Admiral ought to know rugged frontiers can't be settled by layabouts. I mean, they could be. Very slowly. How about that? Already done more than a whole lot of slothful sea slugs combined. Only they spend half as much time proving their worth as they do talking about it. Level up! You not level up? Huh? Because of those extra things I killed while you were, your job quest. I must have been just out of, EXP sharing range at that moment. There's our next target. I mean, pirate.
Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. Know what I did in me sailing days?
Wanton slaughter.
You bet your bosom I did, lass. Aye, those are the days.
Reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking me axe out of the trees. 3 down. I've gotten 2 out of 3 of the questions right. Oh, yeah, I see him. I'll cross this bridge when I get there. I mean that literally. So, Selwyn sent you. And what do you reckon I say to that? I've saucier seeds to sow.
Damn right.
Didn't get where I am by taking guff from any glorified gardeners.
I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back.
Last one to find. Aye, Severin, the old man's errand girl now. Tell me dear old captain not to wet his breeches. Be along. Just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Find the chocobo you rode in on. Right on out. Severin, you're such an ass. Right. Oh no, I passed you. It's almost like I hit that sprint button. Right, Dalvin. Dalvern.
And you two and pray, lass. All but Severin are accounted for. No fault of yours he squirmed out. Let that worm wriggle through me fingers more times than I can count. Rest assured, the next time I see him, squarely in the dirt, all such worms belong.
Wait, you're gonna kill him? Seems a little extreme. That seems more extreme. Alright, we can get our level 8 weapons from Dalvern worries that his stack of oranges will not reach the Lathagran checkpoint as planned.
Pains me to say, but all the guild in the world can't buy loyalty. There's some like you who can be trusted, and there are others. Till now I've had no choice but to rely on the charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deeds behind me back. And once I heard tell of improper trading with Goblin. Be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard, Dragon. Sure, there's a wrongdoing afoot. Sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth.
Oh yeah, this is where we get to start using emotes at random NPCs. Oh, it's at the Limsa Laminsa lower docks. I think we can return to home point? Oh, I'm looking at the, okay, let's just turn in our, job quest real quick then, since it's just sitting there and we're almost ready for the next one. Yes. Alright. Arcanist Guild. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. Blah. And here we go. Welcome back, Sano. It appears your coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. Shall we test your growing acumen with more practical examination? Our work at Melvan's Gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I have had several crates transported to the cliff south of the Zephyr Gate. I want you to examine those crates and return the inspected cargo here to me. You would be surprised the depths to which some merchants will sink to deter our customs from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuffs, flesh-eating vilekin. I suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. Oh, I forgot this is a part quest. Good thing we're doing this now. Where is yours sending you to? Okay. I'm gonna do yours first or mine. Oh yeah, I guess we can just split up. Alright. See you when it's done. Yeah, this one's almost certainly instanced, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I remember this. Who sends a hostile presence? Oh no, tree slugs. Scary tree slugs. No, it is not instant. Okay, that's fine though. Not like it's a particularly difficult quest. Oh, hi there. Just hiding behind that book. I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to cogitate. Was yours instanced? Okay. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemies set against you. Yet, effective as your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirled into motion, as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the etheric constant, multiplying by the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios, my calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9785. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Though this opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Kalaya, a Milvan's Gate Assessor. Acting Guildmaster, keep tripping over the names. Thubergheim ejected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanima. From what I have observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during battle? Potential for amusement. Aha, just as I predicted. And now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an arcanist of note is 90%, give or take half a percent. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the Guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, an indefinite leave of absence, did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality might cause us to suddenly become mighty arcanists beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanima. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress Thubergheim is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? Why, I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there's no substitute for actual combat. We'll meet again soon. And it starts raining. It worked really well with how that scene ended. Aww. Did he pat you on the head and say thanks? Right, back into town. I think I'm gonna suggest that we call it for the night after I turn this in. Let me get that done, and then I'll do an outro. And Arcanist Guild. Ah, Sano, have you returned with the cargo? Yes, everything seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession, you understand. I also had word from Kilaya regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'll admit, but the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. Would do well to heed the instruction she offers, particularly that which touches the diligent approach to our art. Perhaps notice the battered tome Kalahia carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but it's admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as a foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanima has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You have done well this day. Continue your practice with Carbuncle as Klaya has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. Right. Custom-made robe of casting. Got some upper wristlets made. I'm gonna get this custom-made robe of casting. No, because that's gonna get replaced right away. Grab this level 9 bone. Which I now have 2 of. And there we go. So, thanks everyone who joined us. It's been a lot of fun. And we will be streaming more of this, probably a couple times a week. We're probably going to do some of the minor stuff offline, but any story progression we're going to come back online for and stream it for you guys. So, I hope we'll see you again. I guess since this is an off stream, I don't have to go over the regular schedule. You can look below on our page, which is at twitch.tv/squirrellily if you're watching this on YouTube. We stream 7 days a week now, so I hope you guys will come and watch us live. I've been Alice, my dad Jason as well, and we'll see you next time. Good night.